Mac fam, so I wanted to read this to you, and shout out to my mom because she gave this to me, and it is hard for us teenagers, so I hope this helps somebody. Okay, fitting in when you're feeling left out. Sometimes it's obvious. The ugly names come right at you from 3 or 4 lockers away. Sometimes it's a sarcastic remark, spoken just loudly enough for you to hear. Sometimes it's indirect. You walk up to a group and it closes in, leaving you behind. Nobody even looks at you, but that's the whole point. Sometimes it's not being invited to a party that everybody is invited to. The bottom line is the same. You don't fit in, or feel you don't, and it really hurts. You may bounce back and forth between 2 feelings, both bad. One feeling is anger at the injustice of it. You think you're a nice person, a good person, a person worth knowing. Why can't other people see that? The other feeling is that maybe somehow they're right. Maybe there is something wrong with you. Getting through. It's tempting to think there's some magic formula for solving this problem. If you could just push the right button, it would redesign your personality, your looks, and your life. Suddenly, you'd be surrounded by people wanting to include you. Unfortunately, there's no magic button for anything in life. The following ideas are not an instant solution to feeling left out, but many people have found these suggestions helpful in coping with the same situation. Avoiding changes that aren't true to yourself. Sometimes the need to be accepted leads people to make changes in themselves and their lifestyles in order to be more like those who seem to fit in. This can mean changing irrelevantly small things, like the kind of music you listen to, but it can also mean bigger things, like cutting classes, using alcohol, dumping friends who seem to be a drag on your popularity rating, or loosening up on standards for sexual behavior. Secretly, you realize that the new you is simply a game you have to work at playing. Often you end up resenting both yourself for changing things you didn't want to change, and the people you copied for leading you to do it. Your gut knows that they still don't like you. They like the mask you put on for them. It's not worth it. Be open to making good changes. Sometimes an irritating habit or personality trait can be a block to making friends. Having one or more of the following habits or traits doesn't mean you're a failure or a bad person, but taking an honest look and making good changes if needed can bring positive results. Complaining about almost anything and everything. Gossiping, spreading stories that put others in a bad light or make them seem stupid. Never admitting a mistake or failure. Denying responsibility for anything. And always blaming someone or something else for whatever goes wrong. Alright, and there's something else on this page. It says, hang in and keep believing in yourself. That's the only solution I know of. And that's from Bob, and he's 15. Alright, being stingy. Being happy too. Alright, and then hang on just a minute. I'm going to finish that. At the time, you sort of know, or I guess it's hope or trust, that you'll fit in somewhere sometime. And you do. I mean, it really does happen. But before then, it hurts if you let it get to you. And that was from Shelly, and she's 16. The person who attracts the most attention isn't the one who fits in, but the one who stands out. Alright, being stingy. Being happy to take, but reluctant, to share. Alright, and then someone else said, formula for being comfortable anywhere, anytime, with any group of people. Be comfortable with yourself. Alright, being possessive. Wanting a friend with you nearly all the time and getting jealous if he or she has other friends and wants to do other things. neglecting body care, being lazy or unaware about showering, shampooing, wearing fresh clothes, and generally keeping yourself clean and neat. Broaden your range of activities and potential friends. Do you really have a hard time fitting in anywhere, or is it more a matter of not being accepted by a certain group? You may feel more successful in a way if you fit in with a social cool group, but it's not always possible, and sometimes not even the best thing to do. I once was very blunt when a student of mine told me, "I just can't get into the cool group." I knew what things that group was into. "Good," I said. "That means you have a much better chance of not getting screwed up." Not fitting in some group in particular doesn't mean you won't fit in anywhere. Take a risk and check out activities or groups you might be interested in. It could mean new interests, new achievements, new friends. Looking ahead, though you may have heard this before, and it won't make everything instantly better, the way things are right now is not the way they'll always be. Some of the most successful, admired people in the world, astronauts, athletes, movie stars, felt very left out and unaccepted in their younger years. Being temporarily a little more on their own allowed them to develop their talents in a way they might not have happened otherwise. Stephen something, S-P-I-L, Spielberg, something. Perhaps the most famous movie director and producer of recent decades, once described himself as always the kid who was chosen last or next to last in a game of pickup baseball. I have taught people who are now marvelously successful and happy, but who had a difficulty fitting in when they were students in my classroom. They included a successful rock musician and a rising politician, among many others. Until you find who you are and where you fit in, it's not an easy road. But please don't stop looking or trying. You are a unique individual with a unique purpose in life that you will discover as time goes by. Meanwhile, be yourself. That's something to really be proud of. Alright, and I hope you guys liked this, and I hope that it helped. And I'm not sure where my mom got this from, but I will definitely ask her because I think it's good. It looks like they have a website at www.carenotes.com, or call us toll free at 1-800-325-2511. I guess you can find more information when you go to the website or give them a call. Or I can ask definitely where my mom got this from, but it says Care Notes for Teens. It might even be on their website, www.carenotes.com, and I guess just look Care Notes and then look for the teen section, because I'm pretty sure this might be online too. But go check this out, and I hope that this helped. And yeah, if you're a teenager, you're not alone, and it will get better. No, you're not alone, and you'll get through it. But it is hard being a teenager. It's difficult. But you will get through it, and you're not alone. Alright, so if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you have not already. Always keep your head up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.